Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another game update overview for The Sims 4. This time, it's for July 2021. Though, this time, the situation is a bit different, because when I had early access to Cottage Living, I already did a video going over this update, and if you want to see all those new features in action, then I recommend just watching that video instead, because that ended up being mostly accurate to what we got today. However, there is a bit of additional information as well as a couple of corrections that I gotta make, and I'll also go over some highlights of bug fixes. Thankfully, there are quite a lot, way more than what was in the laundry list, because the only bug that I was pretty sure that was going to be fixed were the mirror reflections that have been broken for I think about a year now. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to start off with this tweet from The Sims where they were replying to their own tweet about the update. With this game update, players who purchased The Sims 4 Cottage Living on PC and Mac through Origin can access the GNOME on the Go content starting today. For those who purchased on consoles and other platforms, Steam and EA app, the GNOME on the Go content will be available on July 22nd. So that's when the pack is actually out. And now a couple of corrections. So a little bit of gallery. When you download a lot made with the bb.moveObjects cheat, the game now notifies you about this, so you know to activate the cheat before placing the lot. Builders, this means you won't need to mention it in the lot's description anymore. The information that I was previously given didn't even mention anything about a notification, just that you would not have to use the cheat anymore for preserving object placement from the gallery. But I guess that was something that sadly ended up changing. But I am glad they at least tell you in the game now when you should use that cheat, so it's not like you'll be surprised anymore. The other one is about the Zoomers food delivery service. Are your Sims getting tired of the same old pizza delivery every night? Well, gone are the days of redundant pizza nights. Maybe you are in the mood for pasta primavera, or even a fancy steak dinner. All of this and more are available courtesy of Zoomers Food Delivery. Order delivery through the phone or the refrigerator and the food will arrive in a jiff. So, I was not told this was part of the free update, so I assume this was exclusive to Cottage Living. Looks like the grocery delivery service still will be, since that ties into the simple living lot challenge where you actually need to have all the ingredients in order to cook anything. So, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It is kind of strange to have it always be limited to pizza for having full-on meals delivered to you. So, yeah, just a nice little update to that there. However, I have started seeing on Twitter that, well, people have tried this feature and it's not working properly for them. Can't say I'm surprised. Maybe this feature was supposed to be just part of Cottage Living. I'm sure there have been glitches before where you didn't have it if you had the new pack, but then if you didn't, you had the glitch. So maybe this is another one of those cases. Actually, turns out this patch did solve one of those kinds of issues. Fixed an issue in which relationship points gained by friendly introductions were more than usual if Simmers did not have Snowy Escape installed. That's a pretty strange one. So let's go through some highlights of other fixes in this patch. The first one I already find pretty intriguing. With the base game, we made some improvements that should help our simulation lag, particularly on the usage of some computer interactions like playing Blick Block, along with fishing interactions, which should help make the game perform a bit better. Note that this doesn't entirely fix simulation lag, but it should help, and it is a step in a good direction. I've been skeptical this whole time as to whether they would ever fix simulation lag at all, but interesting that they've even made this step towards it, so maybe they will fix it eventually. That would be amazing. Then this other issue, we fixed an issue in which placing mirrors directly opposite doors would create a visual glitch in which walls and borders would disappear around them, and well, it was quite spooky to be honest. Glad we solved that one. Yeah, I'm really glad that one's been solved too, since that one's been around for quite a while, and even though I don't build that much, it ruined pictures for me, so I'm glad I won't have to worry about this anymore. There are a few specific fixes for console players. In Snowy Escape, skiing, sledding, and snowboarding on bunny slopes now contribute to the extreme sports enthusiast aspiration. Also in Snow Escape, Sims with high enough skiing and snowboarding skills now can enjoy the more advanced slopes. Sims also use the lift to go to the top of the slopes and not go the hard way. And Simmers can now rotate Sims downloaded from the gallery and create a Sim. Going back to base game fixes, platforms will no longer raise in height automatically when creating new walls to intersect part of them. We also fixed an issue in which if you place platforms in basement levels and a staircase from the floor to the platforms, it would create this gap or hole in front of the stairs and Sims were not able to route correctly. You know, I have played many platformers in my lifetime, but do you imagine Sims trying to jump those gaps? I mean, I am called Jump Fail for a reason. Glad we fixed this one. Yeah, I have played many platformers too, but The Sims is not one of them, so I have heard that platforms have been broken, pretty broken for a while, so hopefully this does help out with all that. Fixed an issue that caused the items removed pop-up to appear when no items were removed from the game. I think I've had that ever since the game first launched, because over the years, I've had that message come up many times where it says, one piece of custom content has been removed, and then I'm just like, what? But I didn't remove anything. So, hopefully I won't see that anymore unless I actually did legitimately remove something. I even got that message last night, I think, when I was cleaning out more custom content. Though maybe that time it was just like on a walk by that used to be wearing some custom content, but not anymore. In other news, cowplants can dance again, so that's pretty good. And some blush and lipstick opacity sliders are back as they were grayed out. Step-parent/child relationships are no longer missing in the genealogy panel. Similarly, other cases of broken families in the genealogy panel have been fixed as well. It is all about reconnecting or connecting with what is important. I'm curious to see if this fixes the issues where Sims who are in the same family might end up having a romantic relationship, because I've heard a lot about this happening over the past few months, and maybe this was the cause of it, so I guess we'll see what happens there. Moving on to expansion pack related fixes, they did fix a couple of hairstyles in that pack to display correctly when choosing the neutral black color swatch that was added fairly recently. With cats and dogs, finally, the cats get their whiskers back, which is good because I actually want to have a cat in my cottage living Let's Play. And they've also fixed the robot vacuums, that's pretty nice. With island living, mermaids will no longer keep the dried scales moodlet when they are hydrated. Mermaid skincare regimen pays off. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. I did have this problem for quite a while, so glad that's fixed. And apparently, lots that were placed in the sand looked odd when it rained. With Discover University, Sims should no longer be failing their classes for seemingly no reason, so that's really good. I might or might not have had that issue in the past. I was never sure if maybe my Sims just didn't study enough. With Laundry Day, fixed an issue where an animation clipped when Sims were loading their laundry machines. Because having your clothes go through you is awkward. Are Sims made of fabric? I don't think so. I don't know if this is the issue that I've been having for so long with the laundry bag, but they fixed something there at least. And then finally, with the notoriously broken Dream Home Decorator pack, frustratingly, they've only fixed a couple of issues. But lighting can change the ambiance of a room and your mood in a flash. Luckily, we have fixed an issue that lighting was not even on sectional sofas to continue to set the right mood for our Sims. And our stylists have fixed the sleep and study style room to remove the Prima computer from it, as this is not an item that is accessible for everyone. Pardon our dust. So there was a computer, I don't think you can get it anymore, I might be wrong though, but there was the Prima strategy guide for The Sims 4 where if you bought it, you could get this exclusive computer for your game. I think it looked pretty similar to a base game computer anyway, so you're not missing a whole lot, but yeah, they accidentally included that computer in that style room, but not anymore, so you don't need to worry about it. There also seem to be a couple of issues that they forgot to list in the patch notes. So SimGuru Nick tweeted, "I don't think it was included in the patch notes, my bad, but you all remember the crash happening when creating a lifestyle brand? That should be fixed now too." So that's good to hear. What's kind of funny actually was in the past month or so, suddenly one of my old videos from 2019 about a bug with lifestyle brands started getting views again and people were commenting on it. And I was like, wait, what's going on? How are people finding this? But apparently that did come up again, so hopefully that issue has been fixed for good now. I also saw Krenrick tweeted about the mountain excursion issue where they were just completely broken. So if you started your save before that Dream Home Decorator patch, you can have a mountain excursion again, but if you started a save after Dream Home Decorator, it is apparently still broken. And if you started a new save after today's patch, then they are fine. So overall, I think this update is really good. There's a lot of new features, and thankfully lots of bug fixes, even though the Zoomers delivery service is broken and they didn't really fix much with Dream Home Decorator still. But there is still a lot that I like here, so I don't know, maybe they will do a hotfix in the next week or two to fix some of the immediate issues. But that wraps it up for this update, so feel free to let me know in the comment section below what you think about this patch, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!